been pushed around to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life.
It's interesting because most songs that we write with Simple Plan start on acoustic. As much as we like, you know, the band to have like energy and intensity, you can't hear yourself when the drummer is banging around and you know, like smashing cymbals while you're writing riffs or writing ideas. So it's interesting to start with an acoustic guitar, a good melody. And there's so many songs from I'm Just a Kid that kind of came back this year with the TikTok challenge. You know, that 20-year-old song that basically kind of got a second wind on social media, started on a Takamine guitar. You know, untitled songs like Welcome to My Life, Perfect, were all written on the same Takamine acoustic that we've had. You know, it's odd because it's one of those guitars that was mine at first. My singer stole from me, and I stole it back. So, so it's you know, it's made the circle. You know what? When it started out, it was just about I wanted a reliable guitar. You know, something that was, and we live in Canada, so you have to understand that the weather is really harsh here. So you get the summers where all the acoustic guitars sound amazing and it's all good, and then the winters come and we start the heaters, and then the necks start bending and you know, the cables crack and stuff. Oddly enough, I still have the same Takamine guitars that I had way back when. And they're still playing really, really well. So the first thing is reliability. You know, like it has to be road worthy, road ready. And those guitars are. We plug it all the time. You know, when we play shows, whether it's in theaters or, you know, arenas in Canada or elsewhere, there's always a section of the set that's acoustic. And realistically, you're not going to mic acoustics on stage when you're playing those kind of venues. So having a good system where it's like plug in, get to work. It's very, very, it's something that we appreciate a lot.
You've been pushed around to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to say.
This little parlor now that you know, that I just got about a couple of years ago, the CP400 NYK. That one actually, it's beautiful. It's great. You know, like I just basically leave it lying around at home at all times. I pick it up. It's like so inspiring. It's very quiet, but at the same time, you know, like warm and inspiring. So it's cool to have a guitar that's just, and that size is just cool to just work with, you know, like it's a great finger picking guitar. It's a great like strummy guitar too, but it's very intimate. So it works really well for solo playing.
Perfect.
Even on the tour bus, there's always an acoustic lying around, and there's always someone playing it. And I think it's important because for every good idea that you have, you're basically throwing away 100, 1,000. You know, like you have to work at it. You have to always be, you know, creative, trying things. And the best way to do it, as you mentioned, is basically like staying away from the complexity of plugging in and having a whole rig ready and loud. And sometimes, you know, the inspiration comes at times when it's not possible to blast music, you know. You have to be somewhat civilized once in a while, and you can't, you know, like blast really loud electric guitar. So it's cool to have, you know, that couch guitar, that sofa guitar. And at my place, there's definitely a bunch of guitars lying around everywhere. And most of them are acoustic guitars, you know, classical or acoustic guitars that are easy to you know, to grab and just start playing.
The edge of breaking down, and no